are angry. It's okay.
I'm not angry. Except when you keep repeating, you're angry. And that shit's fucking annoying. Like a fucking gnat at a barbecue. Just bugging the fuck out of me.
Good. I want you to say, I'm angry. It's okay. I'll process my anger. I love myself. Woozah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And boom, episode 34. I'm back after a little 2-week break. I think it was 2 weeks. Was it 2 weeks? It was 2 weeks. And yeah, I tried to get on here. I tried to do a podcast, but then, works, they're starting to take up my hobbies. They're even taking up my workout time, which is no good. So I got to, figure out what I'm going to do with that. And I hope you guys don't hear this. I'm hearing like this little tick, 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 tick. So hopefully when this comes out, you guys don't hear that. But anyways, I feel like I want to talk about a lot of things because, I missed 2 weeks and your boy has a lot of shit to say. But then at the same time, I was like, I wanted to stay focused. I was like, I'm telling myself in my head right now, I'm like, remember, this is about movie review. Movie/TV review. So I was like, don't go too off the rails here because we got to stay focused. So, but yeah, what's been happening? No, just, fucking endless work. Work's been sucky. It's really hard in the business that I'm in right now because, there's still COVID things going on overseas. So when they go on lockdowns, everything with shipping, anything that's shipping from, other countries into the U.S. is delayed and vice versa. So it's a nightmare working in my business right now. I mean, truckers going on strike, railroads going on strike. It's just like, it's a nightmare being in this business. So yeah, every day is just like, what else is going to happen? So, and that's why your boy got to change career paths. I know I always say that, but I really do. I really do. Or, find something that maybe I can start and hopefully I get good at. I've been looking at the realtor thing. I have a lot of people telling me, hey, you should be a realtor. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't be good at it, but people think I am because I'm a people person. But we'll see. I'm looking into it. I mean, it's studying. And do I want to study? No. Especially when you got works, you don't want to study. You don't want to do anything. So I got to see if I have that motivation to do so. But anyways, let's stay on topic because I can go really off the rails right now because I haven't talked to you guys in 2 weeks. So movie review, movie TV review. So a couple things I've been watching. Let's start with the quick stuff. Let's start with TV. Let's do Cobra Kai. Now, I just finished yesterday the newest season. All in. Still all in. 5 seasons in. And I'm just like, why do I love this show? This show is for tweens. It's not for a 36-year-old man. But I cannot stop watching that show. I'm so into it. I mean, there's a lot of the teen drama and a lot of cheesy shit. But I don't know. I'm still into it. It was just like how when I was younger and I used to watch Degrassi, and even when I was younger watching Degrassi, I mean, like, it was in my age time, I was like, this is awful, but why do I watch it every Saturday? I don't know, maybe I like Drake when he was Jimmy, but yeah, I don't understand why, but yeah, Cobra Kai is like, and it's the nostalgic thing too, because I did like the Karate Kid movies, but certain parts, I'm kind of weird, where like at a certain point I didn't even like Daniel San. I wanted him to get his ass kicked. So like, if you really look at like Cobra Kai, this is why I like Cobra Kai, because they take Johnny's perspective on the whole thing. So if like you really look at it, like, yeah, Danny was an asshole And yeah, like, they both were assholes in their own different way. Like, if he would have just minded his fucking business, a lot of shit wouldn't happen. But yeah, so yeah, I like that whole thing. But yeah, with the newest season, loved it. I don't know where they're gonna go from there. Like, I feel like it has to come to an end soon. Like, they have to stop them. Even though, like, I could watch more, I feel like there's only so much fucking things you could do with karate. Like, only so far you can go. I mean, like, they had their villains in there. You know, one ended up getting arrested, and then, you know, I can't, you know, I don't like to do spoilers, but let's just say, like, now you're at a point where, like, all right, what's next now? Because if you watch the original Karate Kid movies, you're like, okay, those were the main villains in those, and now they're not there anymore. So I'm like, now what's next? So yeah, they if they come back for another season, it has to be the final season. Has to, because it's like, what more? How many tournaments are you gonna do? How many fucking, and then they keep, like, some of the stuff is repetitive, like a lot of the fucking karate gang fights, and just like, how much of that shit can you do until people are like, all right, I'm checked out. There's no more. But yes, I loved it, and curious to see what they do next with it. So that's Cobra Kai. And if you haven't watched Cobra Kai, just, like, if you liked the Karate Kid, if you hated the Karate Kid movies, just don't fucking watch it. And I'm talking about the Karate Kid movies with Ralph Macchio. I'm not talking about with the fucking Will Smith's son, Jaden Smith, or whatever his name is. But anyway, I saw that one and I checked out immediately. And it's just like, nah, this is not it. I mean, Mr. Miyagi was a big thing. I think his real name is Pat Moriarty or something like that. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't the same. So, like, with Jackie Chan, I'm like, I mean, do I like Jackie Chan? Yeah. Do I like Will Smith's son? I liked him in The Pursuit of Happiness, that movie. But, yeah, I didn't like him in that Karate Kid shit. Nor did I like the woman Karate Kid. Do you remember that one? What was that? Hilary Swank? Didn't like that one either. But anyway. And then, a lot of people going to come on here. It's because you don't want to see women succeed or some shit. No. It's just, it was whack. I'm not even saying the ones with Ralph Macchio were all good. They had a lot of crazy, shitty parts, but I'm just saying I just preferred the ones with Ralph Macchio. Anyway, so that's Cobra Kai. Next one I want to talk about is She-Hulk, and that's going to lead to some other things. But She-Hulk, I think I'm 2 episodes behind. But so far, I do like, how do I say this? It's okay. I like how they're doing the Deadpool break the fourth wall thing. I just saw an episode where she's like twerking or something, and that was kind of weird. But, like, the direction that Marvel's going in this new phase, it's just, everything is fucking campy. You know what I mean? Like, everything is cheesy, and that's going to bring me into Thor Love and Thunder, because I'm going to do a review on that. But it's just, I feel like maybe, like, everybody was torn up about the whole fucking Thanos killing off people, and then you watch that Spider-Man, and, they killed off Aunt May, and I'm thinking maybe they were like, all right, people are getting too sad at these movies, let's make them cheesy. Like, they're really cheesy right now. This whole new phase is just like, everything's fucking cheesy, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, maybe some people might find the Doctor Strange 2 a little, like horrifying, because, she actually just murdered people left and right. She was like fucking, when she killed Professor X, I was like, what the fuck? She just broke his neck, like, but yeah. Like, I feel like they're going in the direction where, like, they need it to be cheesy before they could do, like, more harm, I guess, like, kill off more people, because I heard in Guardian of the Galaxy, like, I'm starting to believe all these rumors that I hear on TikTok. They start off as rumors, and then they end up being fucking true. But yeah, there's supposed to be 3 characters killed off from Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'm just like, maybe they're doing everything cheesy and campy now, so that when they kill people off, it's just not like, goddamn, this Marvel's gotten dark, you know what I'm saying? Because, there's that Deadpool, if you watched Deadpool 2, and he was like, wow, so dark. Was it the DC universe or something? But yeah, like, I could see, like, them getting, it could get kind of dark if they're killing off a lot of people. So it makes sense to do lighthearted shit and, you know, funny shit. So, but then, now moving on from She-Hulk. But She-Hulk I like so far, but I am 2 episodes behind. I don't know, like one episode could change everything. So Thor Love and Thunder. I found it to be too much comedy. I mean, they should have had their little moments, but it was just like, joke after joke, line after line was a joke. It was joke, and it's just like, all right, can you get serious here? And it was just, and then I was like, you got to think of like the whole movie, right? So I'm just like, okay, so, and this is a spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. All right, so when Jane dies, right? I'm thinking maybe they did cheesy and campy the whole time because they had to kill her off. Like, see, like I think they're trying to like do a balance. So like, yeah, so it doesn't just get all like every fucking movie somebody's dying and it's sad and you're just like you're like, oh fuck, he's gone now. Damn, I liked him. So yeah, that's what I think they're doing. I think they're just trying to balance shit out. So, but yeah, it was just like, oh my god, line after line. I did like Christian. It was like, I agreed. There was a lot of similar reviews, and the review was this: that too much comedy. Christian Bale was great villain. I agree with that totally. And then they said they should have did more on Jane and that whole portion. But yeah, I agreed. I mean, it was a weird ending too. Like I'm just like, what the fuck just happened here? And then, you know, after the post-credit thing, it's just another thing where you're like, how's that going to work? But I don't know. You know, I got to let them do their thing. And hopefully, you know, they give us a good surprise. But I was just like, ugh. Everything was a joke after joke. Like, I was watching it at home. So, like, I got the Disney Plus. So I was watching it at home. And I had to get up a few times and just walk away. Like, oh my God, is he saying another goofy thing? It was just like a whole big goofy thing. And it's hard when you see that one and you see Ragnarok. Like Ragnarok, you just like, you see how he started off goofy and then got like serious and then like, I kind of like that balance. But this one was just like, ugh, like what the fuck is going on here? But I know a lot of people liked it. I'm not saying it was, I mean, it wasn't the best Thor movie. I would say that. Damn, my voice broke. That's a first. But yeah, it wasn't the best Thor movie to me, but it wasn't the worst. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with the gods thing because I thought that was interesting with Zeus and stuff. So, I'm curious to see where they go there. And, but yeah, woof. These movies, man, they're all fucking surprise, right? So, I was talking about the one last episode, this one called Men, to not watch it or to watch it if you want to be like completely disturbed and be like, who made this fucking movie? If like you wanted to go that route, watch that movie Men. But there was another one like Men that I want to talk about. It's called Resurrection. Now Resurrection, you watch the trailer and you're interested. You're like, it seemed like a stalker movie, right? And then when you read like the plot, it's like, yeah, like woman his life gets interrupted by the past and things are, you know, unraveling, right? So I saw the trailer, good. I read that, I'm like, sounds good, right? So I said, let me watch this movie. And it starts off good. I'm just like, okay. I'm like, slow burn movie. I'm like, what's going on? The guy comes in her life. He sounds crazy. It's actually one of the Abomination, the actor who plays Abomination in She-Hulk. He's the stalker in this movie. So you're just like, okay. So he's a good actor. I'm like, and he says a lot of weird shit during the, you know, while he's talking to her. And one day he just shows up everywhere. So I'm like, this is going to be a good stalker movie. So it starts off good and it's going good. And then this is like Men. Men did this too. Towards the end, you're like, what the fuck is this movie about? Because you think you know, And it was the same thing with Men. I was like, oh, it's all right. She's in a weird town. And then you're like, when you see the mid to ending, and these endings were both disturbing. For both movies, Men and Resurrection, the movies were, the ending was really disturbing. Like, it's like you're going to be like, what? So, yeah, like, towards the end started happening, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like, if I remember correctly, and this is a spoiler alert, but you shouldn't watch these movies anyway. If I'm telling you how bad they are, I guarantee you should not watch these movies. So spoiler alert, 3, 2, 1, at the end, right? At the end of Resurrection, so this guy the whole time, you know, the whole movie you believe, like, she, basically the stalker, they had a child together. And one day the child goes missing and no one ever knows what happened to the child. He's saying he ate the child, right? So, of course, you move away from somebody who says some shit like that. And, you know, the whole movie, he's like, you know, he's trying to tell her, like, you know, the child's inside me. I ate the child's inside me. So you think he's a fucking crazy person, right? But at the end, you know, she kills him, right? And then she opens him up. And what does she pull out of this fucker? Ooh. She pulls out the baby. And the baby is alive. So you're just like, what is happening? What the fuck just happened? Like, she pulls out a baby, and the baby's alive. And you just, I couldn't imagine this being in the movies. Because if I was in the movies, I would have found something to fucking hurl at the fucking screen. Or like a shoe, or something to bang on the projector. Because it was just like, what the fuck did just happen? Like, it could have been a whole, like, if they would have ended it, she killed him, blah, 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 over. You know, she moved on, she's happy. It would have been a decent movie. You're like, okay, that was a good movie. But this shit, it was just like, did you just open up a man and pull out a baby and the baby was alive? Because, you know, he said he ate the baby. And, of course, when you cut open a person who ate a baby, the baby's going to be in there alive, right? Because that happens. So it's just like, what the fuck? It was so disturbing, like, that movie. And Men, when you see Men, that ending is just, there's no comparing about disturbing. If you've seen a more disturbing ending than that movie Men, please let me know. So I could watch it and we could talk about it because it was just bad. Bad. But anyway, what else movie I had? So don't watch Men. Don't watch Resurrection. Love and Thunder. I mean, you have to watch the Marvel movies, even if they suck, because, you know, they all link up. They're all going to link up in the end. So I'm watching all the series. Miss Marvel. I like Miss Marvel. It was different, but I liked it. Which else? Yeah, so you got to watch it. You have to watch them. Even if they ask, you got to watch them. So, what else? The last one I want to talk about. No, let's talk about House of Dragons. House of Dragons, I'm liking right now. I'm up I'm up to date. So I just have the new one tonight because it's Sunday. I like it, man. I you know, and then you just hear people like, it's no Game of Thrones. I'm like, yeah, it's not Game of Thrones. It's House of Dragons. Of course it's no Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand when people say shit like that, but I'm like, I could see it getting better and better. Like, I like it. I'm all for it. Like, and it makes me kind of want to watch Game of Thrones again, you know, to like link up some shit. So, but, yeah, there's not much to say about that, but I mean, like, it's like Game of Thrones, so I just don't understand when people say, like, it's no Game of Thrones. I'm like, similar things, a lot of, like, incest and all types of weird shit. So, I like it, man. It's really good, and I can see it getting better each episode, so I'm all for that. But the movie that made me want to do these movie reviews was a movie called Nope, right? Because I heard, and I think I was talking about this in the last one, like, I like Jordan Peele's first two. Yeah, I was talking about this because I didn't know the name of the second movie. So, there was Get Out, there was Us. Like, I liked Us. Some people didn't, but I did. So I liked those first two, so I was interested in seeing Nope, right? and it was 50-50 going in, like reviews I was hearing from people, and this is like shit online, and people told me some people like it, some people hate it, right? So it was 50-50. So going in, I'm just like, okay, let's see what happens here. And I was kind of like, his movies, they're all Twilight Zone-ish. So if you're familiar with Twilight Zone, they're all like the Twilight Zone. I'm saying Twilight Zone, and if you're too young to know what that shit is, not Twilight, the fucking vampire movie with the glitter shit. Not Twilight. Twilight Zone. It was like, if I could compare it to anything that's current, it would be, what is it called? Black Mirror. If you watch any Black Mirror episodes, they're like Twilight Zone episodes, right? Where it's just like, something weird happening, and, it's interesting. So that's what Jordan Peele's movies are like. They're all like Twilight Zone shit. So with this one, I thought the same thing. Like, I do like that actor. I forgot his name. Oh, I hate when I do that. Well, the black actor on there, the main actor, he's in all his fucking movies, but I like him. So it starts off good, and you're sucked in because you want to know what the hell's going on. And then, the mid's good. And then towards the end, I'm just kind of like... It's weird because there's like two different stories going on, right? There's this one story about a chimp that it starts off in the very beginning. You're wondering, what the fuck does this have to do with the rest of the movie, right? So it starts off with a chimp murdering. I'm not giving any spoilers. If you saw it's the first fucking 2 minutes. There's this chimp just murdered a whole bunch of people on TV, right? So, and then it cuts back to, whatever you seen on, whatchamacallit, on the trailers, something in the sky. They don't know what the fuck it is. They're trying to figure it out. So, and then you're like, how the fuck do these two relate? And it's one of those movies where, like, I'm not a fan of movies where you gotta, and I think I said this last episode, where you have to look up, like, what was the meaning? Because at the end of this, you gotta kind of look up what was the meaning of the chimp story. Like, I'm pretty sure, and I knew I wasn't the only one. This is how I know I wasn't the only one, because I put in nope. This was my Google search. I put in nope. What? I just put in what, and the rest of my question came up. What was the point of the chimp? So that means everybody was asking that, right? So, and it's one of those movies where it's like that meaning. I don't like that shit. Like, if, like they said that for Resurrection and Men. They were like, Resurrection, they were like, the meaning of the movie was life is reborn. And when you're reborn through life, the end is justified meaning. And you're like, no. I don't want to, no. I want to finish watching the movie. I want to know exactly what the fuck happened. Like, there are movies that have meaning, right? Like, for example, take Titanic. You watch Titanic. You know what the lesson is in Titanic? If you watch that whole movie, the lesson in Titanic is sharing is caring. Because if she would have shared the fucking door, he would have lived. They would have went on, been happy, and then he would have fucking drew naked pictures of her and, had kids and all types of shit. So that was the meaning of that fucking thing. Sharing is caring. She would have shared the fucking door. They would have both been alive, and boom. So, see, you know that meaning, right? You don't have to look up what's the meaning of Titanic, right? But these movies, like I had to look up the meaning, and I'm just like, what the fuck does the chimp have to do with this thing in the air? And spoiler, if you want to know what the fucking thing in the air was, 3, 2, 1, the villain of Nope is a giant fucking blanket. That's what it is. If you see the movie, the villain's a giant fucking blanket. So that's in the air. So, the whole movie, they're trying to figure out how to defeat the blanket. And the only thing that related the two were like a balloon. A balloon was the downfall of both the chimp and the blanket. So you just got to be like, but what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Use more balloons in life? Like, what the fuck is the meaning of this, right? So I had to Google it. And it is interesting, like, what they come up with on Google. Like, and I don't even know, like, you would have to hear it from the director of himself, like, what he meant by this movie, right? They were saying, like, it was telling you not to look some people in the eye, like, as a sign of respect, because, I don't even know. I don't even want to go into it. But it's like, I shouldn't have to look that up. I'm like, it was all right. Like, if you like Twilight Zone type shit, if you like the Black Mirror type shit, it was good, you know? Like, I get it. It was like, you know, it was like a UFO that fucking turned into a blanket. But anyway, it was all right. It was all right. I mean, I would give it 50-50. Like, it could... You know, the other two movies, I could just say they sucked. But this one is just like, I don't know. I'm on the like, when I read that certain people said it was a masterpiece, I would never say that about this movie. I'll tell you this. This was not no fucking masterpiece. Honestly, it wasn't no damn masterpiece. But it was okay. I'm going to just say that. If I have to give it like a 1 out of 10, it's a straight 5. To me, it's a 5. So, I think Get Out, like, I think his movies are in the order that they're in. Like, Get Out was good, was the best of them, then Us, and then this one. So I think like that. But you know, I think he can do better, I would say. You know, but I do like I'm thinking he should do like TV series, like a Black Mirror. Maybe he doesn't want to copy Black Mirror, but like his version of it, because you know those are like. To me, that's like if it was like a TV series show, I'd be like, I liked it. You know, it goes. But like for a whole movie, I'm just like, on the fence. But yeah, that was my movie reviews. I don't think I have anything else in here. Yeah, no, I don't have anything else in here. I got 4 minutes left. What else? There's one thing I want to start too with the movie reviews, and I don't know what I just said. That all just came out as one word. I said movie reviews, but I want to do lyric reviews. I did a segment on this years ago, and it's on my Facebook. You just gotta scroll. I did a video, like it was like going over Trey Songz video, na whatever the fuck. And I'm sitting, I got glasses on, and I'm breaking down the video, but it's also breaking down the lyrics. But yeah, it's not going to be that, but it's just like reviewing lyrics and how accurate they are. Like, so that's going to be a segment. Like, I don't want to give too much away. But my first one's going to be, I have on here When You're Mad by Neo, because I was listening to it on my way to work, and then I was just like, I don't agree with a lot of this shit. And a lot of shit's not accurate. So, you know, people listen to these songs and they think, you know, this shit is like, yeah, that's how it should be. I'm like, no, not this song. So, I want to do some lyric reviews. So I'm going to work that in. I still have this. I wrote this fucking probably when I started this podcast. Because I didn't want to be really segment-based, but there was a segment that I was like, lines that were not needed in movies, and maybe I'll work that in movie reviews. But, yeah, so next episode, I got stupid-ass names, dating apps, asking what's your stats, school lunch, I might have to do solo, even though I want to do that with the children's. Maybe I do it half-half. Maybe I'll get them in, you know, because I doubt they'll sit here for 30 minutes. And, you know, shoot the shit about school lunch. So, yeah. And then, man, my notes fill up. Like, that's all I have. Because that's for, like, next week. By Monday, Tuesday, a whole nother 3 episodes could be made. Because I throw on a bunch of shit. So, but, yeah, that's it, man. And woof. Right on time. Perfect. So... yeah, as always, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And I will see you maybe with a little more energy on the next one. Later.
Oh, don't be angry.
I'm not angry. I think it's funny.